Bella and I spend an awful lot of time walking around Kitchener and Waterloo. Sometimes out to St. Clement's to visit the bees. Love going out there. It's nice and clean, fresh air, beautiful place. Now, it's not all beautiful around Kitchener. There's an awful lot of garbage piling up in the woods behind my place. And it kind of bothers me when I see this happening, but I guess you have to take the rough with the smooth. You know, I walk along the rail trail and I see things like this. And it kind of bugs me. What can you do about it? I don't know. I don't let it interfere with enjoying the beautiful flowers, wildflowers, fungus. I'm amazed by the size of some of the fungus. Now when I go downtown, sure looks different downtown Kitchener. King Street's been a long time in the making, but with the tracks there and the new Google building, the city's completely different than it was. You have to embrace the trains, the changes, GO train. It's a whole new world. Walking along beside the train there, getting a few shots. These are the tracks by Victoria Park. Every day it's different, beautiful. There used to be an electric train running from Canbar Street in Waterloo all the way to Port Dover, I think it was. In the early morning sun, when it's nice and chilly, the flowers, beautiful, beautiful place to walk. So peaceful. I love the sun coming through the trees. If you miss the first couple hours of the day or the last couple hours of sunlight, well, I think that's the best light, the golden hour, early in the morning and towards the sunset. Beautiful time of day. Mist in the air, it's chilly and it's quiet. The city's not so busy, and then you watch the sun coming up, lighting up the world, and the warmth. You can actually feel when the sun comes up, you can feel the warmth of the sun. Colors of leaves, thistles. I'm on this bridge just about every single day, at least once, sometimes twice. The park in the early morning, unbelievable. There's the electric train tracks again. The old silos down by Queen Street, I guess they were for flour and grain, that type of thing. I'm not really sure what the history of them is, but it's definitely an unusual building. In the morning, so amazing to see the sun lighting up the sky, the clouds and the contrails, sunrise. Now I'm out in Blair Mill. It's an amazing old mill. This was the part that powered the mill. The water wheel was down there, and then the power went across the road actually by a belt or a cable that drove the mill on the other side of the road. It's amazing the difference that the light makes coming through the leaves. It's just a beautiful day. Between the time the sun first appears until the sun sets full might be 15-20 minutes. And the same thing at night. Once the sun sets, you wait another 20 minutes and that's when you get the real color. Sometimes I'll just shoot the leaves and I'll use a HDR to bring out the color, maybe change it to black and white, use a different filter to go to a platinum kind of print, and a little bit of an effect. I never know what I'm going to do. I go out and I see some leaves or something and I photograph it. Sometimes I'll go home and it'll just be fine the way it is, and sometimes I'll try 2 or 3 different effects till I'm happy with it. Sometimes Mary works on it and I like what she does better than what I did. It's like you never know. We both have a different vision of what we photograph. Take a walk through the woods, we see the different leaves and different colors, different shapes. Some of it, well, might not be all that impressive. But then I'll see something like an origami reflected in milkweed. We don't like to think about cemeteries, but what are you going to do, eh? And the leaves, the dying leaves, the beautiful color that's in them, and the berries. So just an amazing world. So many different colors, textures, shapes, and we try to find something of beauty everywhere we look. If it's old trees or a path with water on it, and the creek beside it, some old wine grapes with a red leaf behind them. There's something of beauty in just about everything. You know, I can try and put the shapes together in this way or that way, like an old pawn shop sign, something like that. I never know what the patterns attract me. Sometimes I'll just see a pattern in something that you wouldn't really expect to see a pattern in. Some leaves, an old wood. It's just beautiful. This is the old corduroy road in Waterloo. I've got a few big prints of this that would look great on your wall. Please like and subscribe.